Hello and welcome to the course graduation party for Deep Learning with PyTorch 0 to GANs. This was a live online certification course brought to you in collaboration by Jovian and Free Code Camp. My name is Akash. I was the co-founder and CEO of Jovian and I was your instructor during the course. You can find me on Twitter at AkashNS. And I just want to give a big shout out and thank you to Beau Carnes from Free Code Camp for supporting us in the course and hosting the course on the Free Code Camp YouTube channel. I would like to invite Beau to just say a few words. He's with us on the call. Hi, Beau.
Hello. Yeah, like you said, I'm Beau Carnes with Free Code Camp, and I just want to congratulate everybody that successfully completed the course. Because just like any free course like this, often there'll be a bunch of people that start at the beginning, but only the really committed people get to the end. So for everyone that's been able to get all the way to the end of this course, you're the type of person that's going to probably do very well in this field because you have the follow through, you have the commitment, and I just encourage everyone to just continue learning their skills, because in the area of software technology, machine learning, there's always new stuff coming out. So you just have to keep building on your skills, keep building new projects, and I'm confident that everyone that was able to make it through this course is going to be able to continue learning and go on to find jobs. So I just encourage everyone to keep going, and I think it's great that everyone's been able to make it through. So thanks again for taking the time to go through this course, and thanks to everyone that helped put on the course. I think this was a great course.
Great. Thanks, Beau. Thanks a lot for joining us. So here we are today at the end of the course. We have spent 6 weeks working through you've worked through different video lectures, Jupyter notebooks, assignments, and you've built some amazing course projects. And today we are here to celebrate that. And we will get to hear from some of the participants of the course. But before we do that, I have a few announcements for you. So just as we end this course, we're also starting a new course this Saturday on the 30th of January, 2021. This course is on the topic of data structures and algorithms in Python, which is a very important topic for a couple of reasons. One, it helps you improve your own programming skills as you learn about the different data structures, the algorithms, and how they're implemented. There will be a lot of coding in this course. And second, this course is also really useful for coding interviews. So no matter which programming role you're interviewing for, whether it is some sort of full stack development, front end, back end development, or even data science, machine learning, data engineering, you will be asked some questions on data structures, algorithms, and some coding puzzles. So this course will help you prepare for that as well. This was one of the most highly requested courses. So do sign up and do share the link with your friends as well. You can register on pythondsa.com. You will find a full syllabus there. And a few announcements about the current course, which we are just concluding. So the project evaluations are complete. So you should be able to see a grade for your project. You should also be able to see a grade for all your previous assignments. And if you have received a pass grade in all of the assignments and the course project, then you will find that you will see a certificate issued on the course page. So if you go to 0togans.com, you can see a view certificate button there, and you can click through and view the certificate. You can even download the certificate or share it online on social media, or even add it to your LinkedIn profile. Now, we're also welcoming late submissions and resubmissions. In case you received a fail grade for any of the assignments, you can still resubmit. In case you haven't submitted one of the assignments or the course project, we are accepting late submissions. We will be evaluating them slightly more slowly. And if you have an issue with the name on your certificate, then you can go to your Jovian profile and add your full name. And you should be able to, you can then reach out to us and we can update your certificate with the full name. So here are some statistics from the course. So we had, can you guess what this number is? So this number is the number of YouTube video views that we saw over the 6 weeks on the 6 videos that we had, and a few additional videos. So we were running this course both in English and Hindi, and we had a few additional videos on how to build your course project. And apart from this, from previous runs of the course, there are over 500,000 other views. So that makes this one of the most popular PyTorch courses on YouTube. And 80,000 plus, can you guess what this number is? So this was the number of times everybody in the course run the jovian.commit command. That means this was the number of times you recorded a version of your notebook. So this was the amount of time that you probably spent working on the course. So we are really glad that so many notebook versions have been created. And then 7,000 is the total number of assignment submissions that we saw. So there were tens of thousands of notebooks created by you when you were working on the lectures, on the videos. And apart from that, about 7,000 or so were submitted as assignments. And then 2,000 is the approximate number of forum posts. And we've had an incredible amount of participation on the forum. So I just want to give a big thank you to everybody who was active on the forum. If you asked a question, if you answered a question, if you spent time on the forum helping people out, or even if you just liked interesting questions, thanks a lot. You are what makes the community so successful. It's impossible for thousands of people to learn together unless there is an active and thriving community. So thank you very much. And finally, this is the final number. 700 is the number of graduates we have. So I just want to give a big congratulations to all the graduates. You have spent over 60 hours of your time, maybe some of you, maybe even more than 100 hours of your time over the past 6, 7, or 8 weeks. And you have worked through 2-hour lectures every week, and then you've practiced with Jupyter notebooks, and then you've solved assignments, and you've interacted on the forum, and you've built a project. And it's so exciting to see how far we've all come together in just 6 weeks. So thank you very much for making this course a huge success. And not just the graduates, but everybody who participated. We understand that self-learning is hard. You're probably holding a full-time job, or you're probably studying full-time, you're probably busy. So thanks for taking time out. And even if you are not able to complete the course this time, please don't feel discouraged. Take your time with it. All the material is available. You can still make late submissions. And I commend your effort towards improving yourself and continuing to learn. So I just want to say a big thank you to everybody involved in the course from the entire Jovian team. This is the team. We've been working hard day and night throughout the last 6, 7 weeks to make sure everything is up and running perfectly. But the course team is actually much, much larger. And here are some more of them. These are the forum MVPs. So I just want to call out the 6, 8 people here who have been very active on the forum: Maria, Biraj, Lakshay, Subbarao, Sebastian, Catherine, Boa, and George. Thank you so much for all your contributions. And I know that there are hundreds more that we cannot fit on a slide. So thank you very much for everybody who contributed on the forum. So let us hear some community stories. We've had participants from over 100 countries in this course. So let's hear from some of them. Sorry, there seems to be an audio issue. Let me just fix that in a moment. So first up, we have Bonmi from Nigeria.
Hi everyone, my name is Bumi Akinremi and I am from Nigeria, and I'm also a team leader at the data science community AI Plus OAU in Ife. I was having a chat with a friend 2 months ago about GANs, and I decided I'll build a project an awesome cool project, with GANs. But I had no idea what GANs are. I just read a few blog posts and like, wow, this is a really cool technology, and I was really interested. A week later, I saw this course, this deep learning zero to GANs AI course, and I hopped on it because this is like an answer to prayers, really. So I must say I've had a really interesting period. It's been really explanatory. The course was explanatory because I had no prior knowledge to PyTorch before. I've never used it before, and I I just understood everything. A tutor explained everything in depth, and it was really really awesome. Especially the reminders, like I really love that because sometimes I get overwhelmed with work and I just forget. So thanks for the reminder. I also got to build a project which was a um an app that allows you to identify Nigerian foods. It names them for you, and that project was really cool because I got to learn a lot, with a lot of resources and all that. I actually hope to work more on music generation. Yeah, that's where I look forward to. So thank you guys, thank you Julian AI, and thank you Fit Good Camp for this awesome course.
Thank you very much, Punmi, and a really interesting project idea. In fact, wherever you are based, there are always great, interesting, localized projects that you can do. So try looking for interesting data sets wherever you are, and try working on more interesting projects. Thank you, Bunmi. Next, we have Harry from the Netherlands.
Hello, my name is Harry Godden. I am a self-employed senior software engineer living and working in the Netherlands. Recently, a friend of mine was referring to PyTorch during a conversation we had on his current activities. Many times after such a conversation, I have the habit of doing some Googling to see what these technologies are all about. Doing so, I ended up on the Jovian webpage announcing the From Zero to GANs training. I immediately enrolled. I watched all of these sessions, not during the live stream moment, but mostly a few days later from the recording. I enjoyed watching the session excellently lectured by Akash. I enjoyed the weekly assignments. From the course project, I did look around for some time to find a data set that I could translate to the methodology we have learned. The data set I eventually selected was a perfect match, and I completed the course project without much problems. I was able to apply the transfer learning mechanism we learned during lesson 6 of the training. I do want to apply the GAN also to my model. Although I am an experienced Python programmer myself, from the PyTorch training I have seen quite some data manipulations that were new to me. That is why I did apply for the upcoming Jovian training, Data Structures and Algorithms in Python. I want to become familiar with more of these elegant data manipulation techniques and add them to my Python vocabulary and daily routines. I want to conclude with expressing my gratitude for the lectures and facilities offered by Jovian. Thanks again for this excellent training.
Thank you, Harry. It was really interesting to learn that even after many years of Python programming, you can still learn new things. And that is why Python is such a popular language, because it is so versatile and there is such a vast ecosystem of libraries that there is something new you will learn pretty much every month the more you explore. Next, we have Shravani from India.
Hello everyone, I'm Shravani from India and I'm currently a second year computer engineering student. So I got to know about Jovian through one of my friends and had enrolled in data analysis with Python Zero to Pandas course, and the experience with that course was amazing. So I enrolled in the next course, which is this course Zero to GANs And obviously the experience with this course is also great. There were weekly assignments which really helped me to be on track. Then there was course project. The course project required a lot of researching, analyzing, and understanding the concepts, and basically summarizing whatever I had learned throughout the entire course into a single project. Then the course forum was really helpful. A lot of my doubts were solved through course forum. I'm very much excited for the next course. And lastly, to conclude, I would like to thank Akash sir, the entire course team, and Driven platform for putting out such an amazing course. I really learned a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Shravani. And thank you to everyone who has been helping out on the forums once again. Next, we have Arunab from India.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Arnav Bhakta. Currently, I am pursuing my BTech in Computer Science from Future Institute of Engineering and Management in Kolkata. I came to know about this course from one of my friends. His name is Viras De. He helped me a lot during this whole course and project also. I have learned a lot of new things from this course. Before starting this course, I have some knowledge about deep learning and machine learning. But after doing this course, I have learned about PyTorch libraries and different and many new functions and their functionality. My instructor Akash sir explained everything in very detailed and well manner in every video. I have also learned that how can I learn something new or something new ideas from any blog post or any published paper or something. And we can also learn new things from any other notebooks which is hosted on Kaggle or some other website. It is available on Medium also. I have posted an article about my course project on Medium also. My overall experience about this course was very good. I'm planning some new projects in this field, and I have already enrolled one course which is hosted on Jovian. The name of this course is Zero to ZBMS. I will try to be more active in Jovian forum so that I will stay in practice. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my experience about this course. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Arunab. And thanks a lot for writing a blog post as well. And I just want to say a big congratulations to everybody who was able to publish a course project, publish a blog post. And one of the most important skills, as Arunab mentioned, was to be able to learn from other people's notebooks, other people's code, and other people's blog post, because this is such a fast evolving field that you will not find a single textbook or a single course that will teach you everything. Next up, we have Tobias from Austria.
Hi, I'm Tobias. I'm 19 years old. I'm from Austria, and I'm attending a higher technical school of engineering. I actually haven't heard about Jovian before. A classmate came up to me and asked me if the course might be something for me. And because I have always been interested in machine learning, I thought I'm gonna give it a try. And the course didn't disappointed me. I have learned a lot. I have improved my skills in PyTorch, Python, and the understanding in deep learning. But what I most liked about the course were the great explanations, because compared to other sources, the topics were presented very understandable and well structured. For me personally, the pace of the course was suitable and neither too fast or too slow. But there were also something that I missed a little bit, and this is our real world examples, like where the different techniques are used, who uses it, which companies are specialized in this area, and in which way they are using deep learning. Now I'm looking forward to the next course. I hope they are as informative as this one. Stay safe. Bye.
Thanks, Tobias. And thanks for the feedback as well. We will include more real world examples from our next run of the course. Next, we have Afifa Lukman from Pakistan.
Hello, I am Afifa Khan and I am a student of computer science from Karachi University. I did the deep learning course because I wanted to learn about deep learning and I had already studied through online courses about data analytics and machine learning. So deep learning seemed to be the logical next step. I found the course to be very intuitive, very interesting, and very informative. This is because the schedule of the assignments and the lessons were planned in such a way that a beginner or somebody with intermediate knowledge like myself could cope up and learn as they went along with the course. I am glad that I am graduating and I'm also honored to speak here. And I want to say that it was a privilege to learn from Sarakash and that Jovian was a wonderful platform for somebody like me who wanted to learn but didn't know where to go. So thank you, Sarakash. Thank you, Jovian and Free Code Camp. And what do I want to do next? I want to find work. I want to keep learning and reading. And I want to keep improving my skill set. And let's see if I find work. But right now I'm also graduating and studying for my exam. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Afifa, and all the best for your graduation and the next steps. Next, we have Suman from India.
Hi everyone, this is Suman Azra and currently pursuing MTech at IIT Madras. Now, I am from West Bengal, India. So I got to know about Jovian from our Career Development Center, CTC IITM. So basically, I wanted to learn machine learning as well as deep learning. So I enrolled for the deep learning course there. And really, it never disappointed me because of our great instructor. And thank you, Akash, for that. And thank you, the whole team, actually. So it has many pros, like site is well developed. Actually, there is blogs and forums where we can write and we can share our work. And I think this is a very great platform for learning. Like I had shared many times my works there, and I got suggestions from my colleagues as well as some instructors from the Jovian, and it really helped me improve my skills. So I have got almost every time I needed it. So I have actually learned many things, and expect to learn like from the Jovian in the future. And I want to really pursue the career in the machine learning and the deep learning field. So I think it really helped me. And thank you, Jovian and the team. So thank you again, and cheers to a great initiation.
Thank you, Suman. And all the best to you as well. Next, we have Maria from Argentina and Spain.
Hi everyone, I'm Maria. I'm from Argentina, but now I'm living in Spain. I work in electron microscopy. So my first interest in machine learning was related to work with images. First, I found the Zero to Pandas course. That was a nice introduction to data science field, but not enough for me because I still couldn't work with images. Now, with this PyTorch course, I'm closer to understand how to analyze images, but still there's a lot of work to do. I have to practice with many different kind of data sets and also learn other libraries like Keras or TensorFlow. But for me at this moment, this is a very good first step in the right direction. And I want to thank all the organizers and collaborators, and especially Akash for his wonderful explanations. And just tell you, keep going this way. We are very grateful for all your work. Bye bye.
Thank you very much, Maria. And we look forward to some interesting projects from you. And thanks for the words of encouragement as well. Next, we have Harsh from India.
Hello, fellow programmers. I'm Harsh Kodkar. I'm a student currently pursuing computer science. I'm from India. I found Jovian when my college curriculum had this subject named data analytics, and I was looking for online resources to understand the subject well. Fortunately enough, I found Jovian. Jovian provides this hands-on code experience, which is much better for a student like me rather than those tutorials which last for hours. And I learned the data analytics subject very well due to the mentor and the team. The mentor, Mr. Akash, has explained the concepts of data analytics and deep learning so well that even a novice person like me understood them. When they launched the deep learning program again, I was quite excited because I already had my interest in machine learning and was looking for up-to-date resources, and Jovian helped me there. The complete Jovian team provided such a good platform that all the resources are enough for a person to go from zero to GANs, and thus what the name suggests, it delivered. Now, my strong foundation, which was laid in this industry of machine learning because of Jovian, now I want to improve my skills and looking forward to make a career out of it. I would like to thank the complete Jovian team to provide such a good experience, and for all the students like me who are looking forward to make careers out of such programs. Thank you, the complete Jovian team and mentor, Mr. Akash. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Harsh, and all the best to you as you go forward and pursue a career in machine learning. Next, we have Isha from India.
Hi everyone, I'm Isha. I'm a final year electronics student, and I'm going to tell you how I landed up here in this course. So it was March or April of 2020, and we had to do a major year project. So I ambitiously took up on sign language detection, which I knew nothing about except the fact that it required some kind of machine learning. So as you can guess, I had to do a lot of work. As like any other student, I went through a lot of courses. Probably all of them which is available on internet. It's just a like hit and trial, and but none of it really hit. So then I came to know about the GISDOPIN course they were offering. Unfortunately, I was like 3 weeks late, so they were not accepting any more students there. I had to suffice with the YouTube channel they have, and I completed this 12-hour course in like 4 days. Made my model, trained it, and got a 98% accuracy. And my project went really smooth, and people were impressed, of course. And I give this whole credit to Akash and this course, obviously. So fast forward, this course restarted in December, so I joined it again. Because last time it was not, I could not join it. So 6 weeks of work, it was really worth it. And now I get to know, there was a hell lot of people there. They're all communicating, they're all discussing their problems, giving different solutions. And I just got to know a lot of good community there. And I would like to use this platform to thank everybody, especially Akash, the Free Code Camp community, Jovian community. You guys are doing a commendable job, and more power to you.
Great. Thank you, Isha. And this is a great way to learn something. You just pick an ambitious project, and especially if it's your bachelor's or master's thesis project, and then you have no option but to figure out how to learn it. But yeah, that's great that you started with a project and then learned the skills. And that's true for most of data science. You can actually start with a problem statement and fill in all the gaps in your learning. You do not have to spend many years going through a lot of math and programming and build your skills up. Those skills are useful, but you can always dig in and understand the parts that you need. So remember that, if you're thinking about some other topic, let's say reinforcement learning or classical machine learning, just pick a project, start solving it, look at the resources that you need to look at, and try to fill in the gaps in your understanding slowly. Okay, but keep building. Next, we have Salvador from Peru.
Hello everyone, my name is Luis Salvador Jaicen Taborda. I am from Peru, I am 15 years old, and I will start my junior year in high school soon. The Deep Learning with PyTorch Zero to GANs course offered by FreeCodeCamp and Jovian was the second course I took from them, because a few months ago I took the Data Analysis with Python course Zero to Pandas, and that's how I found this course. Because near the end of that course, they announced they were going to offer a deep learning course. I had a really good experience with this course. The explanations were easy to follow, and they covered many topics and techniques used in deep learning to make the models more precise. What I learned in this course is going to help me build a foundation for machine learning and to continue with my learning process of data science. The more I know, the more I want to deepen in my learning. The activities I will do next are to continue making machine learning and deep learning projects to improve and learn new concepts. And I am also looking forward to take the data structures and algorithms course, also offered by FreeCodeCamp and Jovian, because I started competitive programming a few weeks ago, and those subjects are widely used in data support. I hope my comments motivate people to get into this field. See you soon.
Thanks a lot, Salvador. And it's really inspiring to hear your story. We keep saying that you do not need anything beyond basic high school math and a little bit of programming to learn data science and deep learning. And here's proof for you. So once again, congratulations. And we look forward to some amazing projects from you, Salvador. Next, we have Hada from Mexico.
Hi, my name is Ada Garcia. I'm from Mexico and I've been living here in Germany the last 9 years in Aachen. And I'm a software developer, more specific on the front. I work on the front end here, web developer, as a web developer also. And I really love coding, and maybe somehow this is how I got into this course. And I also have a very big interest in artificial intelligence, especially the deep learning. And I'm a fan of this site, the FreeCodeCamp, because I really take a lot of trainings. I love coding, as I said, and I really got this interest because I also did a previous course with Akash, and it was great. It's a really hands-on training, so that you are not only viewing videos and just thinking that you're learning. You really need to practice, and this is great for the from this course. And they also have this help in the forum, so you were not really alone in there. So and noise also, I never thought that I would be able to do myself all of these Jupyter notebooks and learning algorithms. So it was great. I've learned a lot. Thanks a lot. And well, maybe let's see if this year or next year I can start my career on that. I'm really interested on the deep learning. I think I'm gonna start with that, and the vision, intelligent vision. So let's see what comes next. And so far, I feel comfortable with the knowledge that I have gained in this course. Great, thank you. Auf Wiedersehen.
Thank you, Hara. And it's really inspiring to see that you are continuing to learn and build your skills despite already been working as a software developer. And in fact, for everyone out there who's looking to make a career transition, you can always learn things on your own if you set aside the time. You have so many free resources. Pretty much don't have to spend anything. You can go on a site like Free Code Camp or the YouTube channel Free Code Camp, and there are hundreds of tutorials on any topic of your choice. So please make use of all the learning resources that you have. So those were all the stories that we had this time. Thank you everyone who contributed the videos, and you can still keep sending us videos if you're interested in featuring on our YouTube channel. We are putting up community stories every week. We are also putting up project presentations every week. So if you would like to present your project, give a 5-minute overview of the topic, show your notebook, show your model, show your results, and talk about how you're planning to improve it. Uh, Please let us know. Let us know in the YouTube comments. Let us know on community@jovian.ai, and we will reach out to you and we'll put together a project video that we can put up on our YouTube channel. So next, I want to give you a sneak peek of what's coming. So we are going to launch the Deep Learning with PyTorch Zero to GANs course in self-paced mode. Many of you reached out to us and mentioned that you have to drop off from this run because you were busy, and that's perfectly all right. We are all busy and we understand that you're probably holding a full-time job or studying. So we are converting the course into a self-paced version. We will still have future runs, but you can continue from wherever you have left off. You can still submit your assignments. You can still submit the course projects. They will get evaluated weekly and you will get your certificates. So that's exciting. You can go to zerotogans.com, and please also share this with your friends. Anybody who was interested in joining the course but could not join in the past 6 weeks, they can now join on zerotogans.com. And as I've already mentioned, you can join us for our next course on data structures and algorithms in Python. This is starting this Saturday on the 30th of January, and it will run over 6 weeks. And we're adding 6 new courses to create an end-to-end learning path for data science. So we've already done data analysis with Python, deep learning with PyTorch, and now we're doing data structures and algorithms. But here there are 6 more courses. They will be coming soon on jovian.ai/learn. So please keep an eye out. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date. Whenever these courses are ready, we will be posting promo videos and webinars leading up to these courses. And if you're not aware, we've launched a mentorship program to help you advance your career. So if you go to jovian.ai/mentorship and sign up, you will get access to a private Slack group where you can ask questions directly from the Jovian team. You can interact with me and other people on the course team. We have weekly office hours on Zoom where we have a lot of interesting discussions ranging anywhere from specific questions around how to improve an image classification model that is suffering because of class imbalance to how to plan a career transition, which courses to take, how to prepare for interviews, how to write a resume, which project topics to work on. And we have exclusive workshops as well on every other week. And we'll also help you with your projects. So if you want to do a guided project where you want to plan out a project and you want a detailed review of your project to create a great portfolio project that you can showcase and put up on your resume, on your LinkedIn profile, we can do that as well. We also review resume and LinkedIn profiles if you need that. And if you need help with interview preparation, if you need some practice, we do that as well. So check out jovian.ai/mentorship. And now let's look at a small selection of projects from the course. There were over 700 projects. So I'm sorry if we were not able to showcase your project, but there were so many great projects. And I'm just going to show maybe 8 or 10 of these. So you can go to zerotogans.com, the course page, and you should be able to see the featured projects on the course page at the bottom. So we had many projects on sign language recognition. For instance, this project by Isha used a convolutional neural network to classify images from the American Sign Language, as you can see here. And Isha was able to train this model to about 98.7% accuracy. So that's pretty good. Then we had Intel natural scenes. This was a popular data set as well that we saw. So here you had images from different of different categories, natural scenes like buildings, forests, glaciers, mountains, seas, and streets. And each of them had thousands of images. So there were a total of 14,000 images. Many of you trained models from scratch, and many of you used transfer learning here. And once again, you were able to do, and these are some of the images from the data set. And once again, you were able to train your models to pretty good accuracies. For instance, this one got to about 70% accuracy, I guess. And this particular project by Rossio, this applied many different techniques. So there was a feed forward neural network, and then there was a convolutional neural network. So here, this is a convolutional neural network. The convolutional network got to about 76% accuracy. And then there was a ResNet. Okay, so yeah, just the CNN. So this is one very interesting thing that you can do, that pick a problem and try many different approaches. You do not have to just try one single approach or submit one single approach. You can also show the difference on how different kinds of models lead to different sets of results. Compare feed forward neural networks with linear regression and convolutional neural networks and ResNets. Then bird species classification. This was very interesting as well. More so because there were 250 species of birds in this data set. So you can see here, this is a pretty difficult data set too, because some bird species can be really hard to distinguish between. So here are some example images from the data set. Here's a whole batch of images, and I'm not into bird watching, but I can tell that this is a huge variety, and there's also a huge there's also a lot of difference in the backgrounds of the birds. So that makes it especially more difficult. And even here with 250 classes, Vivek was able to train it to about 90% accuracy. So this goes to show that you do not need a lot of data or a lot of time to train really accurate models. In fact, this took just about 8 minutes, 27 seconds. And Vivek has applied all the advanced techniques that we looked at, things like the fit one cycle, the one cycle learning policy, a variable number, a weight decay, gradient clipping, and ResNets as well. Yeah, this is a ResNet 9 data. This is a ResNet 9 model, not even a transfer learning model. So a model trained from scratch to 90% accuracy on 250 classes is pretty good and done within 8 minutes. So that's as close to the state of the art as it can get. Then weather prediction was another very interesting project. So this was a CSV dataset. So this was not an image dataset. So just a reminder that deep learning can be applied not just to images, not just to text or unstructured data, but also to structured data. So this is the information that was available. This is the data that was given. You can see here. And there was a weather prediction that you had to make, the daily. Yeah. So there was a weather prediction that you had to make. So the weather prediction was, in this case, the apparent temperature that was being predicted. So a model was trained. Let's look at the model. So it was actually a linear regression model in this case. So you could also use linear regression. It's a good enough model for most use cases, but you can also go further and you can add more linear layers here and make it a feed forward neural network. And this model was trained to about a validation loss of 5. So what that probably means, I'm guessing, is that you're able to predict the weather within 5 degrees. So that's pretty good. Another interesting project was audio classification. So we looked at images, but what you can do with audio is you can take audio files. So there are audio files belonging to 10 classes in this data set. you can take audio files and you can convert them into image files. So you can see here that this is what a waveform for an audio looks like. And you can see different waveforms for different audios. And those audio waveforms can then be converted. If you scroll down here, you will see that those audio waveforms can be converted. Okay, I think I'm not seeing it here, but what you can do is you can take the audio waveforms and you can convert them into images. So there are multiple techniques for converting audio waveforms into images. And then you can perform image classification on the waveform image. And each class has a different kind of waveform, has a different kind of image that it creates. So in some sense, you can apply convolutional neural networks for audio classification as well. And this was another interesting project by Trevor on Pokemon classification. Another project similar to the MNIST dataset was the Street View house number dataset. So this is a real world version of the MNIST dataset where you have to classify a digit that is captured from Google Street View. Let's look at some examples. So for example, this. So you have to classify the first digit shown. As you can see here, the first or the central digit. So you have here label is 7 and here the label is 1. Once again, convolutional neural networks, you can also apply transfer learning here. You can apply all the advanced techniques like fit one cycle. And looks like Prince was able to achieve 92% accuracy here. So that's pretty good. There's weather classification. So classifying weather by looking at images, whether it's raining, whether it's sunny, whether it's cloudy. So that was pretty interesting too. Using LSTM to predict the Dow Jones price. This was a very interesting project by Jeff. So here he tried to apply deep learning and specifically recurrent neural networks, which we did not cover in this course. But the recurrent neural network was applied to predict stock prices. So you can check this out too. We had a bunch of interesting projects on GANs, although it's really hard to train GANs, but some of you took up the task. Some of you tried to train GANs on artwork. Some of you tried to train GANs on faces. So here, this is let's see what data set this is. So this was a book covers data set. So this was a data set of book covers. This is what the book covers look like in the data set. And I think this is pretty interesting because book covers have a lot of variety. They also have text written on it. So it'll be interesting to see what a GAN can do with book covers. So let's see, the model was trained using a generator and a discriminator using deep convolutional GANs. And the generator and discriminator were trained in tandem. And you can see that the model starts out with random data, but slowly improves to a point where it is generating fairly decent book covers. So you can see here, this is not too bad. It's almost starting to look like a real book cover, and it probably could be as well if you look at it as something more abstract. Maybe with a few more epochs of training, you may actually start seeing some text on the covers as well. But yeah, pretty interesting. Speech command recognition, again, very interesting here. Face generation, this is a very hard problem, generating faces. And some of you attempted it, so well done on trying it out. Let's see. So here you started out with this kind of an image data set where you're looking at faces, and there's a lot of variety in this data set. You know, the backgrounds are different, the skin complexions, the hair colors, the eye colors, the size of the face, all of these things are very different. So let's see what kind of results this led to. And if you worked on a GAN project but did not get a good result, don't worry about it. It's natural. And here you go. So these were the faces that were generated, which I would say is not bad at all for a very simple model, generating faces that look pretty good. If you probably train a bigger model for a few more epochs, you might get some more highly realistic faces as well. So that's it. And there are many more new projects that we will be adding here. Thank you everyone who worked on all these interesting projects. We are featuring more and more projects as we come across them. And if you'd like us to feature your project, just comment on the YouTube video and we'll make sure to feature it. So what to do next? This is the most common question that we get at the end of every course. The first thing that you can do is, if you've earned a certificate, showcase it on your LinkedIn profile. So you can go to your LinkedIn profile and add the certificate. You have a credentials section on LinkedIn, and on the credentials section, you will be able to add the certificate. In even the certificate email that you have received contains some instructions. So go back to the email about the certificate and you will be able to find instructions to add it on your LinkedIn profile. And next, update your Jovian profile as well. So now your Jovian profile, we're designing it in such a way that it can be your data science portfolio. So just as you have GitHub for your software projects, so we are creating the Jovian profile as your data science portfolio. So you can fill in all the information here. You can put up an image, you can put up your full name, you can put up where you're working and what designation. You can include your GitHub, LinkedIn, Medium, Twitter, and website links. We're also putting in information about when you've joined and how recently you've been active. So this is all something that potential employers will get to look at, or your friends will get to look at as you work on more projects. So one important thing when you're learning is to do it publicly, because that shows that you have worked on a particular area or a particular topic or a particular domain for a long enough length of time, so that 6 months, 9 months, or 1 year later, when you're applying for an internship or when you're applying for a job, you can share your Jovian profile or wherever you are storing all of your projects, and people will be able to see that, okay, you have dozens of notebooks, so you've actually done a lot of work. And they will be able to see on your overview. If you want to feature your best work, you can feature that. If you want to write about yourself, include links to your resume, you can include that. If you want to include collections of your notebooks, you can do that too. Your certifications on Jovian will be visible. And we are soon adding support that you will be able to add certifications from other platforms like Coursera, Udemy, Udacity as well. And there is this activity feed which automatically gets created for you. So this is a heat map showing all the work that I have done over the past year. And trust me, there are people who have taken the course who have done far more work than I have. So that's pretty commendable. And there's a full feed of your activity that will be visible. So please use this profile. We're trying to make it better for you every day, so that this is the one profile that you can link to from your resume or from your LinkedIn, or send to potential employers when they ask for your projects. And it's really important to showcase your projects. It's not enough to say that you've worked on a certain project. So please do that. Please put up your projects up publicly somewhere, if not here on GitHub or on your own website. So do that. And the next step is simply to continue learning. And how do you continue learning? Before you sign up for another course, work on some more interesting projects. So work on another project. If you've not completed the course project to your satisfaction, spend some more time on it, spend another week or two, add documentation to it, add explanations, write a blog post. Writing a blog post is a great way to share what you've learned. Write tutorials. So we started some of the courses that you're looking at today, they started out as single tutorials. We just wanted to share what we had learned with the ecosystem, with the community. And that's how the Zero to GANs course got started, with an introduction to PyTorch. So you never know, a tutorial that you write today could tomorrow turn into something interesting, like a course or a YouTube series, or even something that you make money from. So write tutorials. And tutorials also a great way to get inbound job and project opportunities. In fact, we recently heard from one of the participants in our mentorship program, Venkatesh, that he shared a blog post that he had written on LinkedIn, and it was based on a Python library that he had been developing, and he received a project proposal. So that's a great way to find interesting work. You can also write guides on how to do specific things. For instance, if you came across something interesting which you had to struggle with for a couple of days, write a small guide and put it up on Medium or on your Jovian profile. And the next time, that will probably save the same amount of work for maybe 100 people or so. If you really want to go the next step, you can also create your own library of functions. So as you see yourself reusing many functions, put them together into a repository and put it up online and create a library, publish a library, just like the Jovian library. So you can do that too. Then it's very important to work on your professional profile. A lot of us, we tend not to do that while we're learning, we're focused on learning or focused on watching lectures, doing assignments, building projects. But it's equally important to share what you're learning publicly. You need to build a public profile. So put up every assignment that you do, put it up online. Every project that you do, put it up online. If you're working day after day, then start tweeting about it. That's a great way for you to stay motivated and tell the world what you're doing, and also motivate other people. So there are many hashtags like 100 days of ML, or you can just tweet at us at JovianML, and we will be happy to retweet whatever interesting work that you are doing. We're actually retweeting 3 or 4 interesting projects every day. So do share your work online on Twitter, on LinkedIn, and within your professional network. And when you feel that you have done enough work with this particular course, with you've built enough projects, at that point you can take more data science and machine learning courses. One thing you should avoid doing is just jumping from course to course without really spending the time to grasp all the concepts and work on interesting projects. So please do that. And I just want to end with a note on the opportunity that lies ahead of us. Data science has been the fastest growing domain in terms of job roles, in terms of the research, in terms of new advances, in terms of libraries, frameworks, data sets, projects, whichever way you want to look at it. For the last 5 or 6 years, we are seeing this is the age of artificial intelligence, and we are seeing a huge growth of opportunity here. And it is predicted that 20 million new jobs in data science and machine learning will be created in just the next 5 years. So I want to congratulate you on taking the first step towards your data science journey. Even if you're just looking at it as a part-time interest, as a pastime or an interest, that's great. And or if you're pursuing it seriously as something that you want to do as a career, that is amazing too. And just persist with it. Today, it may seem like you have a lot to learn, but just go step by step, course by course, project by project, and you will get there, because there's a lot of opportunity here. And you can always reach out to us. You can reach out to us on the Jovian forum. You can write to us, reach out to us on our YouTube channel. You can join our mentorship program if you would want more personalized guidance on how to go about building a career. We're already seeing many people who are on the verge of making career transitions or have already received internships or job offers. So this is it's a great opportunity over the next few years. So stay motivated and keep working at it. And the best way to stay motivated is to become part of a community. And there are so many communities, so many great communities online. You have the Free Code Camp community, the Jovian community, Kaggle, Twiml, Analytics Vidya, Fast AI, Open Data Science. I list all these communities because we need more of them, and we need each of these to be larger, maybe 10 or 100 times larger. So whatever fits your state best, whether it is the level that you're at or the kind of people that you want to interact with or the platform that you engage with most, find something that works for you and stick with it. Try to contribute to the community, and remember that you are the most important part of the community. So the community is nothing but people like you who are interested in moving forward, in excited about this domain, and are interested in helping others out as well. So please do that. If the simplest thing that you can do is, if you're in college, or if you're in university, or even if you're working, you can get together with 5 or 10 friends and meet every week and just discuss interesting projects to work on, interesting tutorials. It's very important to talk to people who are on the same journey as you are, who have the same mindset as you have, for you to stay motivated in the long run. And you will also find a lot of avenues for collaboration, and potentially, when you are ready, when you are actively contributing, the community can also help you find a job, because there are a lot of people in the community who are working full time and are always looking for are looking for talented and motivated people to work with on interesting projects. So there are a lot of collaboration opportunities in terms of part-time work, free time, full-time work, internships, jobs, referrals, and so on. So please leverage the community. That's a very important factor, especially today as our lives grow more and more digital. So with that, I once again want to thank you for joining us today. Thank you for participating in the course. Thank you for being a part of the Jovian community. Thank you for being a part of the Free Code Camp community. Thank you for all the great work that you're doing. And as I've said in the beginning, self-learning is hard. And congratulations on making it through. And if you were not able to get through this course, that's completely all right. You can take another shot at it. You can take it in the self-paced mode, or you can start another course, but continue learning. And I will see you in the forums. You will find us on Twitter on @FreeCodeCamp, @JovianML, and @AkashNS. Our next course is Data Structures and Algorithms in Python, starting on the 30th of January, Saturday. Sign up on pythondsa.com. Thank you and have a great day or great night. Goodbye.